Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. We are here on Saturday, January 16th. How you doing, folks? Yes, we are here. We are not at any conventions. And you know, we talked about wanting to go to Central Florida Comic Con, but that wasn't in the cards. But that's perfectly fine because we're here talking with all of you. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also host of Wrestle Rewind. Joining me on my left is the living id of the Ravens Flock, the host of Los Amigos Play, and a man who's literally trying to keep himself together through cold medicines and tea, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Maybe if I drink enough Dayquil, I can finally achieve that enlightenment all those monks kept talking about.
But you need a dose of NyQuil. How else are you going to be able to sleep?
Because sleep is for the weak. Also, hi everyone, it is good to see you all again. Thank you for joining us for another week, for a bunch of nerds to sit down and talk about the things you like and the things you don't.
And joining me on my right is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all of the content that we post on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arauz.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Don't you ever forget the Mr.
And yes, we are simulcasting, as always, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheRavensFlock and twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online. Be sure to hit the subscribe button or hit the follow button on the bottom right corner of the screen, literally underneath the big X.
See the giant X over here where Angel's knee would be?
No, fuck that knee. That knee is irrelevant now. We have the X.
The knee has been
X
retired.
gonna give it to you?
Yes.
It's gonna deliver it on
the
the floor?
knee has been crossed out.
The Ravens Flock GX begins now.
Exactly.
On Toonami.
Game on, get your game on. Come on now, better get your cards right.
And yes, we will answer all your questions and comments during the duration that we are live.
That's what we usually do. We like to share this stuff with all of you. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We want to thank everybody who's been subscribing to us recently and everybody who's been joining us on this beautiful journey. We're now in 10 years to the day almost since we started the Ravens Flock. Well, since this dude over here started the Ravens Flock, then this guy basically barged in through the door and said, hey, I heard you talking shit. And then they both realized, oh, wait, none of us know tech to save our lives.
Crap, Angel, we need someone good that knows how to use cameras.
Well, don't look at me. I touched a toaster one and it made me water.
Hey, Juan, you're good with a camera. You want to join us?
I hate you all. Let's do this shit.
Good enough for me.
That's how this basically started.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Hey, well, I just did. You're a print. No, buddy, you're printed onto me. You're a culprit now. That's
well,
it.
Seeing as
I'm
you're a little
imprinted
brother.
onto you. What am
yes.
I? What are you, a little baby velociraptor, and now
Yes.
I'm your freaking handler? Like
No,
Chris Pratt?
I'm an overgrown velociraptor. Thank you very much. Do you see my size?
But that
No,
makes you
you're
a T-Rex
seated.
then. Does that mean that Juan is now Chris Pratt?
That means I'm Chris Pratt.
You are
which
now
means,
Mario.
Wait, you said I'm
which
the
also
T-Rex?
means that the internet hates me and also likes me, and I'm ambiguous with my political and religious affiliations.
Well, no.
But I'm
Dial
generally
it
an
back.
okay guy.
Hang on, dial it back. You saying I'm the T-Rex?
Yes.
I'm the motherfucking T-Rex!
Wait, this means I get to bang a Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
That also means you get to kill your dad in a dramatic space battle at some point.
Wait a minute. What does that leave Angel with?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm the credits.
He's the credits.
I'm in the credits, and this guy.
And this fucking guy.
Slowly, like a fucking camera, like I'm here for 50% of the show.
Oh, my God. You know what? I would definitely sign up for that kind of movie.
All right, but like, unfortunately, we're having a little too much fun at the moment.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Now, for the record, we do have a standing little unspoken, well, not unspoken, we have it on a damn
Highly
t-shirt.
spoken
Highly
rule.
spoken and advertised and monetized motto, fun is allowed.
Yes.
However, it seems that the internet communities, particularly the crypto bros community, seems hell-bent and determined to keep people from having fun.
Unfortunately, as you may know, for the last few months, the concept of NFTs, of non-fungible tokens, have become a fucking blight upon every aspect of the internet we go to. As I suppose the best way to describe an NFT would be everybody gets to fuck your wife, but you keep the marriage receipt. Hope you like
That
it.
is a horrible way of
So
describing.
yeah, we have a bunch of companies, bots,
I've
and
heard worse.
scammers creating digital artworks and selling you, for lack of a better term, the receipt of the digital artwork. And somehow you make money out of the ownership of that particular piece of zeros and ones. Is something that I genuinely have no idea how it works.
And it seems
I
to be
want
attracting
know.
people like a fucking new toy.
Alas, it is unfortunate. Somehow, someone is making money out of this, if only by virtue of causing enormous environmental damage to the planet to excessive amounts of crypto mining. So not only is this bad for you, it's bad for everybody involved.
You see, the funny thing is, last year, we had a fucking piece about this sort of shit.
Really?
Yes, don't you remember?
Was that the one where we were talking about the massive shortage of computer parts and chips?
No, we never actually got around to talking to that stuff.
Whoops.
No, but remind him.
No, we were talking about the first piece of digital art being sold using
Yes,
crypto.
I remember that.
and
Yeah,
using all
that
crypto stuff.
shit.
That
And
is on one of our previous episodes. I think
was
we
a
could
year ago.
Yeah, if we can find that episode, can we share the link in
I
the
don't-
comments?
That would take forever.
That's
And
too much exploration.
Okay,
but
well,
we
what
know
I'm
it was
saying
there.
is,
We talked about it.
Yes, we talked about it, and you can go ahead and find it right here on the channel.
It was a year ago. It was back when we tried. It was before we changed up our thumbnail format, and we had 3 fucking headlines all at once. So people were like tuned out and confused as to what the hell we were talking about. So here we're focusing our headline here on this one stupid thing because somebody better pick up that phone because we fucking called it.
Indeed.
We did. We
Around-
did.
We called this shit.
It
We
was-
were talking about how bad this shit was for the environment. You brought
Yeah.
this up. We found out about how much of a horrible blight it is. Basically, putting it simply, crypto mining takes a lot of computer processing power because every single piece of what's called the blockchain is basically a mathematical equation of death. And in order to solve these mathematical equations and authenticate the non-fungible tokens, as they were, you need a lot of processing power. But rather than buying supercomputers like hell, people, everyday dude bros who are trying to get in on the scam, have been buying graphics cards and processing chips, cannibalizing computers left and right, leading to the massive shortage that we're in order to build home rigs of fucking mining computers, like data mining computers, for the sole purpose of just being able to get in on this in the slim hope that they get a little piece of the runoff money of being able to be part of this blockchain.
I
You
still
know,
don't know
if
how
they-
this makes money.
You know,
Me neither!
You know, if they're really desperate to wanting to make money, there is a simple solution here. I'm just thinking about it just off the top of my head. It may sound completely stupid.
By all means,
Okay.
like you
Yeah.
know what, you know
Yeah,
what?
no, no,
okay,
no.
we live in a society.
One, you've said enough. I'm about to say something that's very simple.
By all means.
Very easy. Get a job!
That would be nice.
Just get a job!
Oh, no, you don't understand. The majority
dude,
of people that do
crypto's the
this
future, bruh.
already have jobs. The point is that they don't want to work to make their money. And once again, I still know it feels like the entire idea of this stupid NFT craze feels about essentially creating a fake digital footprint that you can sell to somebody who is stupid enough to buy it. And because, of course, they're not happy enough with being complete pieces of shit, those who make NFTs are also going as far as to for lack of a term, defile the memory of the dead. There was at least one particular case when somebody got into some hot fucking water because they were trying to make monkey NFTs of 2 monkeys fucking, and one of them was based on someone they claim was their deceased wife, but it was someone else's deceased wife.
That is
What the
fucked
fuck?
up.
I don't know if there's like a criminal sentence for that, but there should fucking be.
Oh, no, trust me. The idiot train on with the NFTs doesn't stop there, does it, Juan?
No, I'm afraid it does not. You have to remember, folks have been trying to get in on NFT work. The Paul brothers, which we will be bringing up shortly.
Oh, yeah, no, trust
Later
me.
on
We're-
the
they're-
show,
They deserve,
believe me.
they deserve to have their names dragged, but go on.
They were trying to get in on this shit too, much to everyone's lack of surprise. But it appears as if the NFTs have pervaded geek culture in the form of one of the most underrated, underpaid, undervalued forms of artistry work in the entertainment business: voice acting.
Indeed.
Now, Angel can tell you all about how, like, Hollywood hiring voice actors for name brand value will put regular, dedicated career voice actors out of the limelight. But what happens when some of these voice actors try to climb in on a craze that is clearly the future, bruh, and is clearly designed to make them money, bruh, only to be met with the same ire, disdain, and absolute disgust that even the ridiculous Paul brothers have been able to garner.
Incredible.
Fill 'em in.
So. I'm honestly kind of sad to speak of this one because for all his stupid opinions, I actually did like his work. But it appears that the well-known and rather famous voice actor Troy Baker got himself involved in that idiotic NFT craze, attracting to him a wave of fan rage, the likes of which I have not seen since the last WWE vs. ANT match. It was a wonderful explosion of bloody, viscous vitriol, as everybody essentially called him on how incredibly fucking stupid that was. It got so bad that other voice actors like Amanda Wynn Lee called him out on that bullshit. It got so bad, Funimation no longer follows him on social media after that bullshit.
Of course.
And you think that he would know better than this, but, well, if there's one thing I learned is that the people that usually work in the industry I enjoy are hilariously, funnily out of touch. And once again, you look at these projects and you wonder, what the fuck is the point? The art looks ugly as ass. And they don't create anything. The best art they have is when they steal someone else's, put a stamp on it, and claim that they own that shit now.
Which is worse. There was even we found a post from somebody who had to basically delete their DeviantArt account because they kept getting dinged by DeviantArt's auto NFT piracy search system, and only to find that their own artwork was stolen by some NFT bruh and stamped and minted, and now their own shit is being held against them as if they stole it.
Exactly. Now, let's be honest. Art thievery is a thing that sadly happens a lot on the internet. People right-clicking and saving on a lot of shit is pretty much all over the place.
And at one point, we in the Ravens flock, we were actually on the receiving end of someone trying to steal our property.
Exactly. Even our simple-ass logo is not safe from this kind of crap. However,
not the logo, our photography work. Someone was being an asshole, tried to take photos that we took, that specifically I took, at a convention, cropped out our watermark that we put on every photo, and passed it off as their own photography.
Filthy species.
I had to get. I brought it up to you since you're the man. You're the man of the Ravens flock. I brought it up to you. I brought it up to everyone on our team. Like, okay, we're gonna put a one-time warning on all our social media. If you're going to share our stuff, either leave our watermark on or credit us. I don't care which one. Or we will be looking for an entertainment lawyer or a
That's how it's
person, and we will take fucking action.
Yes.
And this person, I got in touch with him personally, and he was being a smug little prick about it. Being like, haha, I did that to piss you guys off. How they're because you guys are fucking assholes, and Jose Casabona is the worst person, and Angel's mediocre shit, and you're a defender of rapists and stuff because you like Jose Casabona.
Well, guess what, motherfucker? You are correct. We are, in fact, assholes. We are the worst people in the world, and we're still better than you.
Yes, we are.
You're not
But
wrong.
anyways, I don't want to get too far off. Angel, you were in the middle of
as
something.
we're saying, it's not only bad enough that the art is being stolen, it's the fact that it's being treated as some sort of legitimate business, when it's clearly bad for basically everybody involved. And unfortunately, not only here's where it gets hilariously bad. Not only is Troy Baker doing this stupid thing, he's working alongside an NFT company whose stated goal is to create digital prints of voice that they can use, sell, and negotiate with. He's working with the people trying to take his job.
This was put up yesterday, by which we mean Friday, January 14th at 1:02 a.m. by Troy Baker. He hasn't had the gall to the decency to put it down. I'm guessing he's not going to fucking get away from it.
He's too proud of it.
I'm partnering with @VoiceVerse NFT to explore ways where together we might bring new tools to new creators and make new things and allow everyone a chance to own and invest in the IPs they create. We all have a story to tell. You can hate or you can create. What'll it be?
All right,
Okay.
either two things. Either this guy is completely deluding himself that he's going to have great opportunities with these guys, or B, he knows about the shit they stank and he just doesn't care.
Here's my question. What tools?
What
creators? What new things? You're literally taking something that already exists and claiming it as your own. That's just thievery. So this is just a lot of fucking corporate gobbledygook.
Not even corporate, just like flowery PR speak, googly bullshit.
Ignore that, Jim. It's just a bunch of liberal bullshit. Now, but for real that is a paragraph that means nothing. A bunch of words that mean nothing.
But dude, it's the
bullshit
future,
speak.
bruh.
Future of what?
It's the future, bruh.
Of what?
It's on the blockchain, bruh.
What chain of what?
It's a chain block, bruh.
How does this make money?
Crypto, bruh.
No, bruh.
Bruh.
Oh god.
And this is
Bruh.
not the first time we've seen
Dude.
that. Unfortunately,
Bruh.
Troy Baker is not the only one that has fallen for this trap.
Oh, boy, this one's gonna
hang
hurt.
On, hang on. I
This one's
believe
really gonna
I
hurt.
actually have to pull up
Yeah, go ahead.
the proper
This one's gonna hurt
music for
worse.
this.
This
No,
one's gonna hurt worse than losing an eye.
No. You need to wait. You need to fucking wait. I'm setting this up.
if you cheat.
I need to set this up properly.
This will hurt worse than getting electric shocked.
God damn it, don't do this to me now. Damn, maybe there was a reason Kojima replaced him with Kiefer Sutherland. War has indeed changed.
Yeah, we're going there.
Or rather,
We're fucking going there.
the market
What about
has
it?
changed. The authenticity of art is no longer pertained to the talent and skill of the artist. The information control and the duplication of constant artwork has turned the NFT into a well-oiled piece of garbage. ID tag artworks stolen from their own creators and presented as ID tag product. Life and death are no longer the sanctity of art itself, for not even the corpse of an artist be allowed to cool off in their grave before some horrible corporation or individual grabs it and utilizes it to make money out of it. Not even the people that we once looked up to as heroes are free from this infection. Despite my best efforts, it saddens us to say that even David Hayter himself, one of the most beloved media personalities that we knew before, has fallen into this particular trek. I do not know or care of his motivation. Maybe it's money, maybe it's the spotlight, maybe it's preference. Either way, it seems that once again, the people that we looked up to, the people whose work we greatly admire, have let us down.
Yeah. That being said, Angel, I really liked your rendition of War Has Changed. I'm surprised you didn't mention the word nanomachines in any of it.
Nanomachines are cool, unlike this garbage.
Yes, you know what? You're right. Nanomachines are cool, unlike this garbage. And that being said, yeah, no. This caught us all by surprise when we heard that David Hayter, the man behind the voice of Solid Snake, the man behind the voice of Naked Snake, was going to be joining this fucking awful venture with the voice and NFTs, whatever the fuck.
I hope
they
the
are.
Actually,
dirty
was
money is worth it.
He was supposed to protect us. He was the chosen one.
Yeah.
It was said he was going to destroy the dystopian military cyberpunk future, not join it.
Well,
Bring balance to the world,
sadly,
not leave it in darkness.
the only balance we're getting is 90 degrees down into the
War
ground.
has changed.
No, one. It's okay. We still have Quentin Flynn.
He doesn't work for the franchise anymore because he's doing his own
Okay,
thing
hang on.
now.
Better example. We still have Kiefer Sutherland.
Isn't he? What is Kiefer Sutherland even doing right now?
I don't know. I was just going for the voice of Big Boss, but I guess it's even worse.
It
Snake!
doesn't. Well, shit. It looks like
Snake!
it looks like Kojima was up to something when he cut ties with him after all.
So, in case you haven't told, you can't tell by this Oscar-winning performance by Juan Arauz,
He's a fan.
he is number one. He's a fan, and number two, he's basically illustrating a point to all this.
Well, the only point I'm getting here is never meet your heroes, because they will always leave you down. Except that one time I met Sander Mobius. He was a cool guy.
Also, Danny Trejo was a fucking
Danny
bomb.
Trejo was cool. I really hope he doesn't get into this
Also,
shit.
TJ Storm, he was awesome.
To this day, I am still wondering and trying to understand what is the point of this idiotic pretense. How the fuck does an NFT actually make money? Because every time somebody
It's the
tries
future, bruh.
every time somebody tries to explain it to me, all I hear
Bruh,
is
it's on the blockchain, bruh.
money laundering because it feels like money
Bruh.
laundering, you know?
I invented the
Yeah, no,
Attitude
this
Era,
is
bro.
This goes beyond pyramid scheme. Fuck
Yeah, this is
that.
beyond disgusting is what it is. So, yeah, there you have it. It seems that things have gotten so bad that I don't comprehend how something that is so universally hated is still being pursued by so many people. I swear to God, the fucking amount of money they must be making with this must be enough that they'll never have to work a single day in their lives at least. Because
Oh no, you better believe
this
they're
shit
gonna.
sounds like some Wolf of Wall Street horse shit.
You better believe these motherfuckers cashed in and they're running away as far as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Also, it's theft. Like, we have received several reports of artists literally going, yeah, no, these motherfuckers are stealing my work, putting a stamp on it and claiming it's theirs. Oh, and you know what the saddest, most hilarious part of this is?
What is it?
NFTs genuinely look fucking worse than the originals. Like, at one point, they took this amazingly beautiful like painting of spaceship Yamato, and they added a bunch of really stupid filters and special effects. It looks like a fucking Tekken card, except that Tekken is fun, so you know.
Yes, it is.
And then they try to sit, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is garbage. Like, you do a comparison between the original and the NFT, every time it looks worse. So you are taking my food from my table, you are chewing it in your mouth, you are spitting it back on my plate, and you're trying to charge me the full price.
Yeah, fuck no.
It's ridiculous.
No. And folks, let us know in the comments about what you think about all this. Obviously, we in the Ravens flock, we do not. We are 100% against anything related to NFTs.
Indeed.
We support original art. We support,
Now, here's what I would like to say sort of my 2 cents on that. Just like any sort of technology,
Yeah.
just like any sort of development, this is something in its infancy.
Yeah.
People are going in on FOMO, fear of missing out. They're trying to jump in on it now
Yep.
in order to try to rake in the big bucks because it's the future, bruh, without actually realizing the fine print of how the technology is supposed to work.
Exactly. Oh, hi, K-Storm. How are you doing today?
hang on a minute. I believe K-Storm has some
Let me finish my thing, please, first.
Yeah, go ahead. Juan, continue.
Like with any technology, the mining, the crypto mining rigs and all that shit is a fucking blight on our carbon footprint. It's horrible for the environment, and since there's no central regulated oversight
Yep.
for practices and standards that have to be held to for what it can be applied for and how, it's just
The
anarchy
Wild West in
and
there.
stupidity. That's why I'm not for it until we can get some sort of reining in on it. K-Storm, who loves to jump in off screen, off camera, go
Like a
ahead and give
storm
us your 2
made
cents.
of case.
First of all, bite me. Second of all, it's more than just fear of missing out. Remember how when we were all younger, hearing of Bitcoin and
Yeah.
like, oh, that's never going to take off. And look how much it's worth
It suddenly
now.
exploded.
So people are not just fear of missing out, but they're looking at what happened with it one time before, looking at how they laughed at it then, but if they had gone into it, it would be worth so much money now. And they're like, well, what if that happens again?
Yeah.
They don't want to miss out on the money.
But the key difference here is Bitcoin, shady as it may be sometimes, doesn't steal people's fucking work and sells it as its own. Say what I can't believe I'm saying this, but Bitcoin, for whatever problems it has, is at the very least ethical compared to this garbage.
Yeah, no. Guys, folks, if you're watching, please do not support these NFT motherfuckers. Don't support the
Specifically, voice first NFT.
yeah, specifically voice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
And,
I
don't-
get it.
and
They're the
look,
future, bruh, but no.
And I understand, and I get it. You want the money. You want the money so easily and so cheap without putting much effort into it. Fuck that. No, this is the easy way out. Don't take the easy way.
Let's not forget something else. Human beings are, by their very nature, kind of shitty at calculating odds. That's
Yeah,
why
we are.
casinos still exist. The problem is we are constantly bombarded with the tale of success. You know, the person that made this much money, the person that made that much money, the person that made this and that and that. However, what we keep forgetting, because our brain don't work good, is that for every star that blazed in the sky, 1 million candles went out. That is going to be exactly what happens here. And you know what? Best case scenario, this is going to surge up and then it's going to fizzle out like a balloon when they realize that, oh shit, we're getting scammed.
Yeah, like no,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, listen, we get it. We want the future that we've all been promised. I'm gonna give one little mini thing, Joseph. I know since you and I are actual blood brothers. Fun fact, folks.
Brothers.
Growing up, we actually had a collection of Children's Encyclopedia Britannica. Yeah. I bet you never thought you'd hear those words in your fucking life.
Now there's
ever again.
a blast
Yeah,
from the
Encyclopedia-
past.
Yeah, who says
Encyclopedia-
that in 2022?
Exactly. No, Encyclopedia Britannica, back when they were publishing actual physical
Everyone
books.
knows Britain doesn't exist anymore.
No,
But go on.
Was like this children's one was more like each book was like it was like 24 books, and each one had like different subjects on art and culture and history and music and science and all this stuff. There was one specific article about technological development and what the future holds. It had this beautiful little painting. It was published in 1986, so of course it still had stuff from the 1960s. So it had the futuristic Jetsons looking stuff in there. Like, imagine what the future will hold. We could have colonies in
Flying
space.
cars now.
We could have flying cars. We could have futuristic cities, cures of diseases, technology beyond our wildest dreams. And I get it. I want that future for us too. But we have to actually work to get to that stuff. Don't try to skip ahead to the fucking edging of space and calling yourselves like astronauts.
Put in the effort.
Yes, for fuck's sake. Put in the effort. Let's develop the technology and actually build it out. We didn't just take microwave like magnetrons that actually heat up the water molecules, stick them in people's homes, and point it at our fucking foods. No, we developed it and say, oh, hey, we need to insulate it in a metal box to turn it on. Oh, hey, maybe that metal box should have a plate. Maybe that plate should rotate. Maybe we should have controls for how hot we want it. Maybe we should have controls for how long we want it to cook. We didn't just make a microwave, a fucking exposed electromagnetic beam and put it in people's homes. That's what these things
Asian
are.
American laser beams.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, folks, please,
yeah,
no,
no.
don't
Crying
take
out
the
loud,
easy way
fucks.
out. Put some effort into what you want to do, and if you want to make money, put the effort
But
into
it's the
making
future,
money.
bruh.
Man, I don't want this cyberpunk future. I want the one with like the cybernetic arms and the neon lights and the fast cars and Keanu Reeves.
Same.
Can I have that cyberpunk? I mean, it's gonna be shitty, but at least it'll look
You'll
cool.
have to wait at least for another 55 years, Angel.
Yeah.
2077.
I'll just download my consciousness into a robot or something. I'll figure it out.
I mean, let's put it this way: we're past 2015. 2015, we're supposed to have hoverboards and flying cars.
yeah, but to be fair though, based on the dates, on this year is when Doom is supposed to happen.
Oh, but also in this year is when George Jetson is born, so
Man, the
the
timeline of Doom is kind of fucked up. Well, they got the post-apocalyptic right, if nothing else. But yeah, that seems to be the case right now, as once again we are entering yet another unrestrained frontier of technology, which is not really, guys, it's just fucking theft. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the fact that all these precious computer parts being used only for this means that people who actually need those damn computer parts for the more important hobbies, well, very
like
much
building fucking
PCs.
PCs for
gone.
Gone. And for actually building, I don't know, PlayStation 5s.
Oh, by the way, there was at least one case where one person or bitch got their entire crypto farm destroyed because they invested on the machinery, they invested on the building, they didn't invest in flood protection.
Oh,
Which is beautifully illustrated in our thumbnail. That's why we picked this out. You see that? If you look behind,
You are seeing the equivalent of almost millions of dollars on high-class technology
Jesus,
wasted.
man.
look at that. This is what happens when you don't get flood protection, folks.
You get what you
God.
deserve.
Exactly. You reap what you
Speaking
sow.
of which,
bitch.
I know that there's there's tsunami and flood warnings
Oh, yeah,
happening
by
in
the
the
way.
Pacific coast of the United States, along with in the island nation of Japan, the land of the rising sun.
It appears that all of a sudden a volcano just went off. There was a brief video showing the explosion, by the way. It's terrifying how quick it is. The mushroom cloud forms in less than a split second, and it can be seen from the outer atmosphere.
We really hope that all the citizens in Japan are safe and that are all right. It's
Damn nature,
Hawaii.
you
Of course,
scary.
Hawaii too. Just Jesus
Please
Christ.
take good care of yourselves and head inland if you must.
Yes,
Because
please.
damn nature, you scary.
but you know what I'm not going to feel sorry for?
What?
Assholes getting their just desserts.
Yes, they do. And speaking of just desserts,
Yes.
I activate the trap card just desserts.
One of my favorite trap cards.
500
It-
points of damage for every monster on the opponent's side of the field.
oh,
Oh, the days.
It never gets old.
Never gets old.
One, tell them.
We brought up their family name very briefly because they were trying to get in on the crypto future bruh.
Of course
Like
they
literally,
were.
literally, the Paul brothers tried to come up with a fucking with a cryptocurrency called Dink Doink. DINKDOINK, as in a slang for your dong. They were making penis jokes and trying to make that money.
And I thought
And they were
McLovin was a
trying-
stupid name.
And they were trying to use the fact that it was called Dink Doink as the basis of the fucking currency.
So they were trying to make a meme and then put a price tag on it.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Now, while Jake Paul, the younger of the two Paul brothers, appears to be focusing himself on trying to goad Dana White of the UFC into signing him, bruh.
Does he want to die that badly?
Apparently.
Hey, man.
The older brother, Logan Paul, who we may or may not remember only a couple years ago, was demonetized from YouTube for showing a dead body in the Japanese suicide forest. No, I'm never going to let him forget that shit.
I hope they never do, because that dude literally went there and disrespected the dead.
Fucking asshole.
No, he's tried rehabilitating his fucking image by also doing fights and then realizing he sucks at that, so he's
rehabilitation.
I never understood that idea. Like, okay, so you fucked up. You did a horrible foul play and people hate you. Why do you think that the next best case to like earn forgiveness is I'ma get into fights with random people in the ring?
I don't know, man. Maybe
what did you think was gonna happen?
Maybe he's looking for a way to die too. I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know.
Well, he did go to the suicide forest.
Well, he went there to expose the.
Hang on a minute. A comment from Steph the
Steph
Alter
the
Nerd.
Alter Nerd is on.
Calm your tits.
Hey up,
Hey up,
everyone.
baby.
Hey up, Steph.
Hey
Hi,
up,
Steph.
Steph. Thank you very much for joining us. We are running the name. Logan Paul to the goddamn ground right now.
It was kind of already there. We're picking up shovels and digging.
We are imprinting our footprints on his corpse. You can see the Nike label on his ass.
Well, my footprints would be of a sock because my toesies are cold.
You know what?
No, but what's more important is he's lately been trying to get in on and has been causing the inflation of the value and demand of the collectible Pokemon trading card game cards.
Oh, Christ.
Which was another thing we
discussed.
fucking discussed last year.
As you
and
know.
We tried warning everyone about it.
As we know, several months ago last year, several famous streamers and some YouTubers decided to make videos where they open packets of, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon cards, see if you can get
Pokemon
those
cards
shiny holofoils. Now, this inevitably got taken too goddamn far, which resulted in some ridiculous scenes, like entire scores of what is scientifically known as grown-ass men walking into Walmarts and emptying the Pokemon card section.
Just cleaning house.
The children's card game. Because
Yes.
those holofoils are ever so rare. Those little pieces of cardboard with the shiny paint dukes
we
are
see
worth a
Pokemon
fuck
cards,
ton of
but
money.
those crazy idiots see money bags.
And alas, eventually the companies themselves caught up with the idea, and many stores completely either moved away their card displays, sealed them behind lock and key, or eliminated them completely just to avoid that kind of bullshit.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I was running around shopping for stuff for dinner tonight, and at my local Walmart, there are no Pokemon trading cards at all.
None.
Nothing, Nathan, nada. Plenty of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yeah.
But no Pokemon cards and no Yu-Gi-Oh cards either.
I believe the reason
Gone.
why this happens is, actually, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are restocking slowly, but the reason for this is because Pokemon is very particular about things that they print and they do not. See, with Yu-Gi-Oh, some cards, when they go out of print, they will eventually, if Konami feels like it, be reprinted.
Yeah.
So the value is not as low. And Magic the Gathering constantly prints new cards because the sets that they make become obsolete. You can still play with them, they're just not tournament legal. It's basically the way how they keep you buying shit. Every year, new sets. But Pokemon just basically, you get it and good fucking luck finding it again if you don't. So the value remains high by virtue of artificial evaluation. And the fact that many people watch those...
inflation.
Right. And the fact that many people see those stupid videos of just opening packets over and over.
Hey, bro, check this out. I got 95 packs. Each one has 9 cards
I can
in
only
them.
describe
Let's go
those
ahead and
things
open this
as spiritual mukbang.
Oh, God.
Because you're not even eating. You're just opening packs of cards, and maybe people draw the serotonin from seeing that and seeing themselves in their place, thinking, man, I wish I could open this pack and find shiny holofoils.
Dude, there's a card shop up the street
You
from
could
where I
literally
live.
buy the goddamn
I
cards,
could
but it's
just
not.
buy them there.
See,
But
but the
it's-
problem is you play the game. The point is not playing the game. The point is owning the card and seeing how much money you can get out of it.
But, folks, do you know what I love the most out of all this? Karma. What goes around comes around.
Gentlemen, I believe we're familiar with this little tune. Sing along if you know it. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
Earlier this week,
That's Judah.
Logan Paul, who has been basically at the forefront of this fucking craze of buying up Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I mean Pokemon cards. You see, my head is in that game because I actually love that game more. Of Pokemon
But
trading
does it
cards.
love us though?
Sometimes I question that.
Sometimes.
No, Pokemon cards. And he's been at the forefront of this, and he would make lots of videos opening them up, of him bidding on them, buying them online, and buying up cases full of them.
See?
He went
It's
ahead
all
and
about the
bought.
money.
He went ahead and bought cases of. No, he bought 6 cases of the original base print of the Pokemon trading card game, first edition. They came in a long box, and they very carefully, gingerly opened them up, and he opened them and checked, and he was already seeing some signs of some shenanigans happening. The boxes were puffing up in air on the inside, which got his wheels turning. Like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on?
Shouldn't these things be sealed?
Are they supposed to be sealed? They're saran wrapped. Why are they puffing up with air inside? They shouldn't be happening.
Oh shit!
No. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. No. Check each one of them. They're all puffed up the same way. Oh God. Oh,
And then
God.
realization began to set
wait,
in.
No, this can't be happening. No, what if we open one up? What if we open one up? No, like, are you sure? I've got to open one. They carefully, gingerly take a box cutter knife, of like a freaking scalpel.
As if they were performing delicate heart surgery.
And
They
then
s-
what happened?
They open it up, and they peel it back. They see one of the other signs is that the flap for the box on this case of Pokemon cards was already creased.
Oh shit!
They open it up, and much to the opposite surprise of Link in any Legend of Zelda game, opening up a chest and finding either a heart container or a brand new weapon or the piece of the fucking Triforce itself. Hit me with the song. Na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da. A box full of G.I. Joe cards. The motherfucker got ripped off.
How much did he pay for these things again?
That's the best part.
Tell him the number.
$3,500,000
Amazing. He paid 7 figures for
And a
fucking
half.
ripoffs.
for a
Million.
ripoff. Sing along one more time.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
So yes, it appears that for once the counterculture got a little touch in the matter. Now, far be it from me to care for scammers, but that doesn't change the fact that this was always going to happen. It just happened when he spent literally as much money as possible. Now, considering how rich the guy is, I doubt this will do more than a nasty dent on his bank account for a while.
But it still
But
makes
it's
him look
still
really,
ever
really
so well
stupid.
deserved, and I hope that this works as a very hard-earned lesson too. Well, no, he will never learn anything from this, and just fucking funny.
But it's a lesson for everybody else watching.
yeah,
are
don't
you
buy
kidding me?
Pokemon cards.
Are you kidding me? Do you want to know the real kicker on this?
What's
You
the
were
real
talking
kicker?
about how this won't make a dent in his wallet.
Well, yeah, how rich is this guy again?
See, that's just it. That's just it. You want to
We
know
don't
the
know his
actual
net
joke?
worth.
No, actually, no. We can find out his net.
I know his
No,
worth as a person.
Here's what's
It's
up.
very low.
We can find out his net worth easily enough. Here, look.
Hang on, folks.
It is
Give
time
us
to
a-
do some
give me a
live-action research. The Ravens Flock GX does live-action research in front of a live audience, which is us, reflected on the
Logan
screen.
Paul net worth.
Phone just shuts down.
Hang on. Net worth?
Refuses to give you an answer.
In 2022, it says that Logan Paul is worth $35 million.
So he wasted a tenth of his net worth on G.I. Joe cards.
See, here's the thing. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. Gentlemen, folks, and those of you watching at home, on Twitch, on YouTube, on your phone, computer, tablet, anywhere where you're watching us, you got to remember something. A motherfucker like Logan Paul, he doesn't have $35 million in a bank account
Of course
somewhere.
not. It's like an asset total combination.
That is an asset total of his worth, of what he's paid by his agencies, by the sponsorships that he gains, by the production and marketing agencies that partner themselves with his brand. That money ain't his fucking money. That money that he fucking burnt like an idiot
came from the piggy bank.
Came from the piggy bank of his investors, of the people that he answers to, because he has to use his stupid brand of his tomfoolery on YouTube and on social media in order to generate revenue for all these companies.
Well, congratulations. You generated plenty of laughters. In fact, I dare say this is the funniest Logan Paul has ever seen.
Pretty much.
Congratulations, Paul. You taught everybody a very important lesson about being careful what they purchase online, the difficulty of obtaining proper market, and how you should never let trends get the best of you. And you know what? I'd like to thank him for that, because he granted us knowledge. And as G.I. Joe says, knowledge is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
Took your cash!
Oh, my God.
Oh, damn. Our
That
boy.
was great. Oh, my goodness.
Poor Paul.
No. Don't say poor Paul. That motherfucker deserves it.
Oh, I know. It's still funny.
How is he poor Paul? The guy's loaded.
He's
but
pouring
he's not
cents.
as loaded as he likes to make off. So
He's,
remember,
he's reaching dollars, but pouring cents.
His net worth may be $35 million, but as a human being, he's worth less than $1.50.
Come on, G.I. Joe figures are more than that.
it's hysterical. We were bringing up the shit was what was going on earlier tonight with the NFT stuff, and it looks like this sort of like backlash
Indeed.
on Logan Paul is just the kind like anyone else with enough sense should see that kind of shit and like make that their wake up call, the splash of cold water in their face, and realize maybe I'm working my shit wrong. Maybe I need to reevaluate how I operate in terms of an entertainer, in terms of a guy as a content creator. Maybe I ought to reevaluate how I fucking conduct myself. But this fucking idiot who's
you can do it again.
he'll fucking do it again.
You,
God
Max, your dad yucks.
He yucks a lot.
But regardless,
Yuck.
aside from here, this is not going to change, because he, like many other big YouTubers that specialize on the idea of spectacle, seem to be caught in this bizarre emotional like down spiral that just doesn't stop. So they won't either.
Also, Watcher,
And
you're giving
this is
us way too much credit, man. Stupidity, it does not discriminate.
Yeah, how dare you call us smart?
We're smart enough not to try to get in on that
We're
shit.
smart enough not to blow $3 million on being ripped off.
3.5 million.
$3.5 million on being ripped
To
off.
be fair, though, if I had that much money, I would not be here right now. You guys would not
Are you-
see me again. I would disappear.
Are you kidding me? What if we had that kind of money? Are you kidding me?
I would be on a boat somewhere.
No, we would be the Ravens flock in Cancun, boats and hose for days.
If I had $3.5 million, I would literally purchase an island and I would christen it as our own nation.
I'm going to purchase this island.
We will forsake our motherland.
You do realize that within like 1 week we would be on a civil war, right? They would fucking write books over what happened, and in the end, the real reason is like someone
The
drank
shortest-
someone's like white claw monster drink or
the
some
Ravens,
shit.
Flockania or whatever the fuck.
Flock!
It would be the shortest-lived nation in the history of the world.
We get sued by the Celts because we are taking their
Celts.
fucking Celtic mythology in the Ravens form. We say no. We
You
go
mean
to
Nordic-
war.
Nordics.
We
yes.
lose.
Yeah,
We can win. They have Chris Hemsworth. He's too powerful.
yeah, that's true.
That is true.
But folks, we want to hear what you think. We know you're watching. You're watching us live tonight. Thank you for watching us tonight on YouTube and on Twitch.
Now,
Don't
if-
forget, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It'll hit all the alerts. We're live every weekend, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're live and we're here for you. Let us know in the comments. If you're on the live chat, tell us what you think about this stupidity that we are mining, that we're crypto mining, bruh, hours upon hours of endless laughter out of.
Now, this should come to no surprise. No, I'm not
We're
sorry.
unpacking and we're
Logan Paul
unsealing.
is not getting any sympathy from me.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't expect you to.
spent
have any
on
sympathy.
GI coins.
GI coins, the Joe coins or whatever.
Joke.
I'm pretty sure GI Joe will be very, very disgusted about the idea of
He would.
cryptocurrency.
He would,
would.
because he's only interested in defending the world against the tyranny of the terrorist organization Cobra.
Cobra! God, guys, you gotta watch the opening for like the OVA of GI Joe.
Give me,
The animation.
give me 2 seconds. I actually want to do something over here. Joseph, I believe you have an interesting lawsuit that you want to touch up on real quick. Go ahead and grab that. I'm going to grab something over here.
Oh,
just
right.
to piss off these
Okay.
Pokemon fucking
Please
people
tell us.
off
I
even
wish to
further.
know.
Please, give me 2 seconds. Hold on, Mike.
Nintendo
Hang
has
on, I got
officially
this.
come on
I
record
got
saying
this.
that
Don't
Ash
worry about it.
Ketchum would beat all of your asses.
All right. This is a minor segue into wrestling, but this is a
Oh,
pretty
boy,
big
here we
wrestling
go.
news. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're going here. Now, a professional wrestling company that's called Major League Wrestling, MLW, filed a lawsuit, and this was days ago, earlier this week, filed a lawsuit against World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. The federal court antitrust lawsuit is based on WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition in and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business prospects.
Oh, shit.
As
Wait, that's sabotage.
Yep, as described in the complaint, WWE pressured third parties to abandon contracts and prospective relationships with MLW. WWE's misconduct included disrupting every level of MLW's businesses, including a major streaming deal for MLW, which would have been transformative for the company. MLW also alleged in the complaint that in early 2021, after MLW announced that it was in talks with Vice TV to air MLW programs on Vice TV, a then WWE executive, meaning he's no longer an executive, let's see here, warned Vice TV that WWE owner Vince McMahon was pissed that Vice TV was airing MLW programs and that Vice TV should stop working with MLW. The Vice TV executive responded that WWE's conduct was illegal and an antitrust violation, with the WWE executive responding that she could not control Vince McMahon.
God damn.
And this is a statement from the MLW CEO Court Bauer.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
WWE has been wrongfully depriving its competitors of critical opportunities for many years, but its latest conduct has been even more unconscionable. I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say that this anti-competitive behavior has to stop. WWE's ongoing misconduct has hurt fans of professional wrestling and competition in the professional wrestling industry. Through his lawsuit, MLW seeks to recover its losses due to WWE's interference and to rejoin WWE for future to enjoin WWE from future interference. The case is captioned MLW Media LLC versus World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated. MLW is represented by Kasowitz Benchen Torres, an LLP.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It appears that bereft of being able to provide us with good entertainment, WWE has instead decided to make sure that nobody else can make entertainment as opposed to them. They're trying to Disney this shit, aren't they?
Yeah, this lawsuit is actually followed up by a separate story which finally came to light from the Wrestling Observer Radio, which is a couple days later.
Where the fuck did I put that thing?
In 2019, the Madison Square Garden venue in New York City, one of the most prestigious, most expensive venues in the entire United States, they were going to host an event for New Japan Pro Wrestling, their G1 Climax. That's one of their big marquee events in New Japan.
Sounds interesting.
But WWE executive and the man behind the creativity, the man behind the brainchild of NXT, Triple H, called the owners of the Madison Square Garden and basically told them to block New Japan and do not let them host the event because that is WWE territory.
Why would they listen to him? Did he have any hold over them? Did they have like a contract? Because that shit makes no sense.
I think it's some sort of like relationship with Madison Square Garden, because Madison Square Garden is basically the home ground and hosting a lot of WWE live events, including like just a lot of including WrestleMania.
That is disgusting. Because, see, I understand that competition between businesses is always going to be fierce. But that means that for what you're telling me, since years ago, WWE is not happy enough to just be on top of the ladder. They've been kicking down the ladder for everyone else and going out of their way to make sure nobody else grows enough. Because they know that when something better comes along, the public will aim towards that instead.
What do you think?
Anyway, let's go fire 3 more wrestlers that we don't need anymore.
Angel, you got this all wrong. They're not firing 3 more wrestlers.
Huh?
They're firing 30.
Oh, right, my bad.
Yeah, you forgot to add the 0.
I apologize. I was too optimistic.
By the way, the thing that I was looking for, you see this?
What is that?
You see this fucking ratty-looking old box with
Look
vinyl
how
on it?
ancient it is.
This was like an old Calvin Klein box of like colognes and stuff. It was like a sampler box. You know what I've gotten here?
What's in the box? Oh, fuck.
Pokemon cards, bitches!
Hey, it's my old book.
I wonder
Yeah.
how much.
It's got our stuff in it.
I wonder how much those go
It's
for.
got our ridiculously ancient, old, well-worn, well-loved Pokemon trading cards. Every single one of these stupid little psychos on the internet who tear through and buy these things for the sole purpose of fucking just doing unpacking, bros, and fucking trying to sell it. This is what you do with trading cards. Trading cards are allowed to be just bought for fun and just bought in order to be playable. Look at this thing.
This
is
could
the
technically kill both players by accident.
Oh, that can definitely kill both players by accident. See this? That's an execute from the original Jungle expansion pack. I don't have it in a sleeve. I don't have it in no goddamn freaking like the mint box of lucite. Look, Dark Gloom from the Team Rocket expansion. Dark Gloom, Oddish. Look at this shit.
Man, you remember those?
Kakuna, one of the from the very first expansion. Yeah.
You guys remember all those like live action commercials where the kids were walking by the neighborhood and when they called out the attack names, you see like natural disasters happen around them.
But you know what's
corresponding to the element? That was cool as shit.
But let it not be said that we don't know how to treat our well-loved and treated Pokemon trading cards. Hold the mic up to me.
Hang on.
Look at this shit. Look at this. We've got Ancient Mew. We got Charizard. We have a promo of Eevee. We have Ninetales up in this bitch.
So does that mean
Look
that
at these.
Does that mean that
They're not in any. They're not in any sort of friggin' sleeve. They're not in any sort of friggin' fucking what do you call it in a thingy for
Gyarados.
Look at this Gyarados. Look at
I
that
swear
Gyarados.
to God that
motherfucker.
when I evolve, I'm gonna kill all of you.
We have Dark Gyarados from the Team Rocket expansion.
Excuse me, you mean
read it?
You mean
no? Read the
DOC
hologram.
Gyarados.
Look, read it. Dark Gyarados.
Gyarados.
It's pre-release.
When a Dark Gyarados is knocked out by an attack, flip
not
a
that.
coin.
The fact that it's a holographic and it's a pre-release version of it.
Damn.
We
They had
busted
to
our
put
asses.
the word pre-release on
Yep.
it.
We got the promo Mew, the original on this bitch.
Oh, man,
the
it's
non-holographic.
amazing.
This would take every single one of those friggin' collector guy bruz who are raking in millions upon millions of YouTube views and cheap views and inflating the fucking market of value of Pokemon cards artificially by generating a demand for Pokemon cards because people are seeing them being bought off left and right. This would take them all and invert every single one of those motherfuckers into a freaking inside-out looking human catastrophe of nerves, flesh, and trembling fear.
Except we're never going to give away that collection because that is precious.
How much do you think those are worth?
Fucking hell! You know what they're worth? If I try to sell that whole box, they'll be like, "I'll give you $100 for the box, bro."
The best I can do is $3.95.
No, bro, I'm not.
The
fucking
best I
selling.
can do is $3.50.
Yeah, fuck that. Also,
Goddamn leg
Amazing
lost.
Gamer 111. How you doing, dude?
I'll
Welcome
read
to
the
show.
comment. Yeah. I haven't seen a single Pokemon card since 2016 when my friends collected them. Wow. Time flies.
It
Tempest
certainly
Fusion.
does. Though it doesn't help the fact that Pokemon, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering, it doesn't get nearly as much like official tournament support, compared to all the other two.
I remember when
'Cause
it was
Yu-Gi-
all the craze, like back in 1999 and 2000.
It was pretty heavy during the early 2000s. Then Yu-Gi-Oh came out. That was the one that basically shut down its main popularity scene because, well, the tournaments became official and people began to make money of those.
And
Shit,
so is
man.
the card games. There was the anime, there's Digimon, and there's
Shit.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And
I remember that there was that Yu-Gi-Oh magazine that is no longer in print, and they made a huge deal about how the winner had a combination with Mystic Tomato that let him get all the way to the finals before losing to another player that also had Mystic Tomato.
Mystic fucking
Yeah.
Tomato.
And I'm like, that was cool. And now I miss those days because that was when the game made fucking sense. But I digress. Point in case is, ultimately, look at that. That little ball of cardboard has more emotional meaning to them than $3.5 million. But then again, I suppose those who live only by the money could never understand.
Exactly.
Real quick, do you want to ask the folks what they thought about the news about the lawsuit between MLW Wrestling and the WWE?
Yeah, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are about WWE basically shooting themselves in the foot
Again.
by being unprofessional dicks towards another wrestling
Monopolistic ass.
Monopolistic
This is beyond unprofessionalism. This is not only am I going to take the money, I'm not going to let you do your job. When two companies fight each other, it is perfectly normal that they will try to compete against each other.
Oh, hang on a minute. Steph the Alternate's about to tell us my favorite Pokemon is... Hold ourselves in suspense.
Charizard.
Hey!
Personally-
How dare. My favorite Pokemon is Blastoise.
My favorite has always been Growlite because Big Flame Tiger is cool.
Actually, my favorite is Arcanine. So, yeah. So
Cool
Big
fox.
Flame Dog.
Well,
They're dogs.
Our tempers do run hot and choleric sometimes.
Indeed. And I am man's best friend, apparently.
I don't know about
I
that.
am
Legendary.
I'm all about the OG 151 Pokemon. Yep.
Yes.
You know what's up. You
Yep.
know what's
Yes,
up.
sir.
You,
How
Steph.
many are
Thank
there
you.
right now? 700?
Oh,
800?
bro.
I stopped counting after.
Listen.
I would
Casino.
need to grab the Pokemon handbook from my nephew just to.
Fun little fact. When I was a small child in Cuba, and I was a dumb, stupid creature with barely too much time in my hands,
And not enough English under your
I
belt.
had possession of an old-school typewriter.
Yeah.
And in what can only be described as a feat of complete fucking insanity, I made a pamphlet detailing all 151 with descriptions of them and their attack names. I don't know how I memorized that when I was like fucking 8, but I spent months upon months just typing that crap. And when I was done, I wonder why I did it. Anyway, right after that, I saw the Sailor Moon movie, and I'm like, God damn, this looks amazing. And that's why anime did things to me that I will never recover from.
Maybe
Yeah, that's true.
at
Well-
the time you just wanted like a sense of fulfillment, sense of accomplishment.
You know what?
I
the-
guess.
That you did something.
It's funny because it's funny that you said that Sailor Moon was the one you want because I always hold the belief that Sailor Moon, she was everyone's first.
Yes, she was.
She holds a
Personally,
place
I
in many
prefer
people's hearts.
Jupiter because she introduced me to tomboys.
I prefer
oh, yeah.
I prefer Sailor Mercury.
Oh no, I like Jupiter too because them legs, them
Also,
legs.
The only Sailor Moon that I saw in Cuba was the movie with the flower, the Sinian flower. Remember that one?
Yes, I remember that.
It has some wonderful animation. Also, that dude was gay as hell.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Another
true.
comment from Amazing Gamer 111. I'd have to say I hadn't been a massive Pokemon fan. Never watched the shows, read the magazines, or played the games until Detective Pikachu film. Downloaded Pokemon Go right after.
See, like that's
Man.
the beauty of that. That's
I
the
miss the
beauty
days
of the
of
world of Pokemon.
Yeah.
The magic of Pokemon.
A lot of
yeah.
people keep forgetting that all ages doesn't mean only children. It means everybody can enjoy those things.
It's true. It's true.
And we're getting close to 8:32, so I believe it's time to bring out the one problem in the world of gaming that I was going to talk about today.
Yes.
It is time to enter the world of gamers.
All right, Angel. Time to turn the tables onto you. Let's go.
Now, as you guys know, due to today's recent changes on the industry, originality is at an all-time low. Reboots,
It seems
soft
today
reboots,
that all you
remakes.
see is reboots in the movies.
These and remakes on TV.
TV.
But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? They're not here because there's no phone allowed anymore.
Somewhere out there, Seth MacFarlane's got a tingle in the back of his neck and is calling his lawyer.
No, that's just the sound of him getting paid again.
So,
That motherfucker's got more money than God.
but
So
Angel,
yes,
continue.
as usual, nowadays one of my greatest fears is the things that I love from the past are being brought back and they suck now because the writers have no talent or skill. And once again, sadly, I've been proven right. See, all the way back in 2013, all the way until 2013, Spike TV, you may have known as the last
Bike TV.
Yeah, you may have
That's-
remembered that channel as the one last bastion of relatively interesting TV besides the Discovery Channel. But then they had an offshoot from the program known as Tech Tips, which would become G4 and X-Play, a.k.a. the TV shows that talk to us about video games. And it was
games,
fun,
son.
and it was exciting, and it was interesting, and it was hosted by two hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Adam Sessler was...
Morgan Webb was one of the original.
Sorry,
hosts.
one of the original hosts. Who was the other one?
There was also Olivia Munn. And there
Olivia
were other,
Munn.
There
There
were
were
other.
others.
There were other hosts and everything
Yes.
too. They're just the most memorable.
The running guy
of the main
was, of
show,
course,
Attack of the
yeah.
Show.
The running guy was, of course, that Adam Sessler was comically suicidal. This is not so funny in recent years. And that the female host usually was there for eye candy. This actually led to a rather humorous moment where, after many months of being accused of being a fake gamer, Morgan Webb revealed that she is, in fact, a genuine gamer.
A genuine gamer girl.
Who would have
Okay.
known? To the point that she outright requested a cameo in Mass Effect 3 because she wanted
And
to
she-
fuck Shepard.
Oh, of course.
Did she get the cameo?
She did!
Yay!
So, after 2013, G4 suffered from a severe drop in viewership, which coincided with the emergence, slow, powerful but sure, of streaming.
And
Around the
the
time that,
internets.
yeah, as it began to grow in power, shows like Attack of the Show, G4, X-Tips, they just simply couldn't keep up. You know, in the time that it took them to make one episode, all the information they wanted to give you was already on the
already out.
internet. It was inevitable. This, of course, also coincided with the fact that Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb had to retire from the show due to personal commitments. In one of them, their cases, it was marriage. She stole someone's man.
Ow.
You know, the dude just fell in love with her and he left his wife and got married with her. Fun fact on that. And then, of course, it was revealed that Adam Sessler himself was kind of a piece of shit of a person. And then he fell into drugs hard.
Ouch.
So the show kind of disappeared from the face of the earth.
And the
we
channel of G4
also
Sadly.
disappear from the face
Came
of
to
the
a
earth.
close.
It was a shame, but all good things must come to an end.
Or did it?
Or did it, indeed. As of recently, G4 has returned yet again with a new cast.
In the form of a streaming channel, much like ourselves here in the Ravens
Indeed.
Flock, they
Those
simulcast.
fuckers are copying our shit.
They're taking our job.
They're taking our
their
gerbs.
gerbs.
Now.
Funny-
It's all well and good that they're
The thing
coming
is that
back.
they started their reboot back in November.
Yeah, but no one paid attention to it until now.
That's because it was slow and coming back up, and we weren't really believing the hype was
Yeah,
real.
we're like, is it really? In fact,
really
I'm pretty
coming
sure we
back?
all heard about it, and we just kind of put it out of our minds because we expected nothing to happen. And for a while, nothing did. Then, unfortunately, it appears that G4 has stepped into the spotlight for, once again, all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
It all began first with Adam Sessler making an ass out of himself. To the point that the man has gone on record claiming that he's perfectly fine with the people that he doesn't like getting doxxed. This then came to terms with the fan. Yeah,
Oof.
that is not a
Big
good
oof.
fucking picture to point for yourself. Listen, whatever you may feel about your enemies, don't be fucking with their bread and butter. Nobody deserves to be doxxed, okay?
No, for real, doxing.
No one deserves. The only people that can legally dox you are the authorities, and that's if you commit a fucking crime that is bad enough that you deserve that. No one deserves to be doxxed. Especially
afraid-
just
no
because
one.
someone doesn't like you. I don't care what differences you may have with other people, ideological, political, philosophical, religious, or otherwise. I do not give a single deep ounce fried of shit. No one deserves a violation of privacy as such. And this guy is basically coming in screaming that that's exactly what he wants. So that's already not making him look good.
It's bad enough that everyone knows that the home address of CM Punk is 1060 West Addison Street in Chicago, Illinois.
Ah.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
And you can look this up. That's where he lives. That is a fact. It's bad enough that people know that stuff. But to have people try to put that out and blast it out for everybody in the world to see, it's rude.
It's a
Don't
matter
go
of
invading people's privacy like that. It's wrong.
Politeness and professionalism, you know?
Pretty much.
So anyway,
Like-
the other host, unfortunately, is not looking out very good herself. This particular lady, whose name I cannot remember for some reason,
I will look it up.
thank you. She used to be a host and a manager of the League of Legends community.
Her name is Indiana Black, a.k.a. Frost Curran.
Frost Corin. Or
Frost
Karen
Corin.
in this case, because
Frost
that's
Corin.
what came out of... No, it's Karen, because that's what came out of here.
Go on.
No. This isn't a Karen. This is the opposite of a Karen.
All right,
point.
fine. We'll
Good
continue.
point.
Go on.
Yeah,
Good
no.
point
A
on
Karen
that.
would be calling the authorities on a kid of color playing basketball in a public park.
You
This-
laugh, but where's
This
the lie?
this one is stealing the ball from the kid playing on the park. So here's how this works. See, no, don't worry. I'm telling you this because I did my research. As the video began, Miss Corin began with a surprisingly striking take, when she made a surprisingly really big deal about the idea of women in the workplace, women in the video game industry.
Women in the gaming
In the
industry.
gaming industry, and she made a huge point of the fact that she herself was not as physically attractive as the previous hosts. However, that would not stop her from doing the job. Then she began to accuse her own chat, which, by the way, is conveniently invisible, you'll find out soon why, about the fact that they were already attacking her for her looks, or lack thereof. However, she claimed that it doesn't matter, because the team that she works with is composed of many women that are also working in the gaming industry, and is also composed of many people of all genders and orientations who are willing to work with her, and they are there to do video games.
Not just her, but the other hosts on G4.
Yes.
And every single host who's on camera also contributes to the articles that you put up on
Exactly.
G4
Yeah.
and the news stories to varying degrees depending on the news stories themselves.
Indeed.
Basically,
And-
what comes off as like a really nice story of like, okay, look, I get it. We like you like shitting on women in video games, but let's be real. It's 2022. As James Franco once said, women are smart now, kind of thing.
Yes.
Like,
And at face value, it seems like a perfectly good statement.
which is fine. Like, of course.
And then the problems happened.
Oh boy.
So,
Tell us, man.
First off, there was a bit of investigation because it is true this person seemed to be getting a surprisingly high amount of vitriol for making a fairly blasé statement. Okay, sure, you don't have to like it, and of course you don't have to watch it, but it feels like she was getting way more shit than normal. So I started looking into this matter to find out exactly what's the deal. And turns
Yes,
out
please.
that this lady, has a bit of a horrible fucking reputation in her own community. Apparently, she was well known in the LOL community for doing extremely erroneous information.
LOL community. You mean League of Legends?
Yeah.
You got to remember, we're translating out to
Oh,
folks
right.
who may
in
not
the
be.
ha 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 community,
Ha.
she was known because apparently she reported information on the teams who win, who lose, what the information is of the actual updates, and almost every single time she got it wrong. She got everything wrong all the time. And upon being called out on it, she constantly accused other teams of sexism and misogyny, even though all they were doing were pointing out the fact that she was
The
wrong.
knees were soggy again?
Yes.
Wow.
And
She
unfortunately,
was accusing people of soggy knees again?
I guess so,
and
yeah.
that would be pretty
What?
bad, but still easy enough to ignore. After all, it's just one person yelling on the internet. But she went as far as to report against teams that were calling her out on the fact that she was wrong. It got so bad that she was excluded from the very community she worked because A, she kept giving the wrong takes, B, she refused to accept any criticism, constructive or otherwise, and B, she took measures to blot away any criticism, and eventually she began to hide under the "you hate me because I am a woman" problem.
Number 1, that was C. And number 2, hang on a minute. Just a slight
Amazing
interruption.
Gamer 111, once again, may I? I was going to wait to say this once I release a video, but in part 7 of my Bendy and the Ink Machine gaming series, I give you guys I gave you guys and Raven's Flock channel a shout out with a description link. Thank you for that, brother.
Thanks,
Much
man. We
appreciate
really
it.
appreciate it. And hey, I like Bendy and the Ink Machine. It's a good game.
Just because I really enjoy chatting to you guys on these streams and listening to your podcast.
You
Thank
have
so
our
much.
sincerest thanks
Thank
for
you
your
very,
support,
very
Mr.
much.
Gamer, man.
Tell me, Angel, you a fan of Bendy?
Yeah.
That's
I gotta be
terrifying
honest with
and
you, I don't
beautiful.
care much for horror games, but it is fun to watch people freak the fuck out watching it.
Oh, yeah. My favorite
Now.
one was when Markiplier did his play.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets real bad.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, it gets worse
it
than
gets
this.
worse than this?
There is another level beyond bad.
So I dug out. She began to show recently on social media emails, supposedly hate emails that she was getting specifically for this statement, except that she forgot to block away some important information that more or less reveals the emails are coming from her own office. So she's literally trying to build controversy. And I decided to dive into the cesspit that is 4chan for a while to find out what was going on.
Oh, no.
And many of the Anons there claimed, mind you,
Anons.
this is just grain of salt, that they were in the chat of 4G when the spoilers was happening,
G4.
and nobody was attacking her. So this person came here, essentially a fresh start from the problems of the League of Legends community, and instead of actually trying to open up with a good foot forward and trying to earn the trust of her new fandom,
Starting off
she
with...
assumed them as enemies, treated them as such, and when she didn't get the anger she wanted, she has resorted to manufacturing outrage.
Congratulations, lady. I instantly do not like you, and you deserve any backlash all of the backlash that comes at you.
And as expected, the viewership tanked for that episode.
Of course it
But
did.
wait, there's more.
Go on.
The League of Legends community itself is toxic as all shit, but the company itself is currently mired in the controversy of several sexual harassment lawsuits.
We've been covering the whole thing of Activision Blizzard because that's the biggest and most beautiful bonfire.
Yeah,
By the
but
way,
this
I
one
still
has
have
been burning for a
marshmallows,
while, too.
But this one at Riot Games has been just as crazy.
Also,
Yeah.
according to the guys at 4chan, mind you, once again, grain of salt,
You have to remember, like, 4chan is not a reliable news source.
they are not
but
reliable. They
but-
just happen to
so
be right more often than they
I need
should.
I need to put down a speculation warning like Andy Singer
Grain
does.
of salt. Yeah.
Grain of yeah. You know what? I'm gonna come up with a little animation.
Just sprinkle
Speculation.
Just
Grain
find
of
a,
salt.
yeah, just find a
Apparently,
gift with a
one of the
salt
people
being
sitting
knocked
on the
over,
couch next to her may have lost their job because of either sexual harassment or sexual harassment accusations.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
But predictably, she has never said a damn thing about the company she worked for or the people that sign her paychecks. But she's more than happy to point fingers at the audience, who is basically just asking, hey, bro, where are the video games at? And finally, this now answers with the biggest problem of G4. It's not just the fact that the host is an unpleasant person. It's not just the fact that the other host...
She's a host.
Yeah,
Who's an
that the
unpleasant
other
person.
host
There are
is
other
also an
hosts.
unpleasant person.
She a hoe, what?
It's the
Oh.
fact that,
Dude,
guys, here's the thing. How is this going to work when G4 has become more or less irrelevant at this point? Think about it this way. Since 2013, the birth of the internet's explosive growth has resulted in hundreds, thousands of YouTube channels that do their job better than they do, and they don't insult their audience. How can you fight against that if the first thing you do is insult your audience? Remember, reportedly, no one said anything. No one started shit. She came in expecting enemies, and when she didn't found them, she decided to make her own. Oh, and then literally an hour after this happened, Adam Sessler goes on a rant on Twitter where he claims that he wants his own family members to die just because they're Republican.
What? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, he deleted it, but the internet does not forget.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I'm
there
pretty
you
sure
have
someone
it.
screen capped it.
Give me a
G4 has-
moment. I'm going to grab the lumbar support cushion off the back of my seat for 2 seconds.
Alas.
Juan, you know
What the hell?
You know I can't cover your hospital bill if you hit yourself too hard.
This,
Thankfully, you don't have to cover my hospital bill.
We have
You don't
seen,
provide insurance anyway.
We have seen this before, and sadly, I fear we will see it again. People come back to the entertainment business in a veil of arrogance, somehow believing that the audience will listen to them and will cheer them on no matter what they do. When you do not respect your audience, the audience will not respect you. So, no, they do not owe me anything. But if they want my money, they should give me something worth watching. And I am sorry to say, they did not. I, for my part, will just not be watching that show. I'll just stick to my usual YouTube channels. They give me plenty of information for video games that I want to buy or that I think so. Because if this is what you're going to give me, then come on, man. If you don't respect me, why should I respect you?
And you know what? I agree with you, and I'm on the same boat. I am not going to give them any of my attention. They don't deserve it. I'm not going to give them any accolades for after all the shit
Thank
that's
you,
happened.
Steph, for subscribing to the Amazing Gamer 111. I'm sure he will appreciate it as well. We really,
Pace-
really have time with you guys.
What
Oh,
the
hang
heck
on
is
a minute.
K-Storm doing?
K-Storm brings me delicious treats.
That is the avocado salad that we've got. We're
I
going to
made
be
sure I
adding.
didn't put onion in the bite for you.
A little sour, but yet creamy, with a hint of oak. Good stuff.
Yes, indeed.
So, please,
But-
let us know, what do you think of G4's
I didn't get to say-
bold new emotional
Hang on a
direction?
minute.
Actually, you know what? Say yourself one. Say your piece, sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to say my freaking piece on this. Like, okay,
You were too busy
Okay.
bagging your head, trying to get a concussion.
I wanted to believe.
Me too.
Maybe it's the nostalgia factor of having something from our youth return in glorious fashion.
That is exactly
in
what
a
it is.
accessible fashion on here. And the fact that they're updating their format and being a streaming channel, a streaming network, which again, it seems like they're ripping off our model over here.
You're taking our jobs!
Job status. Taken?
Taken. Question mark.
Call Liam Neeson. I don't want this shit again.
Maybe it's the fact that WWE wrestler Xavier Woods, who is an infamously popular gaming streamer as well on the Up Up Down Down channel, is also part of the G4 cast of hosts.
Oh, good. There's
Yep.
a good spark in that ocean of garbage.
Maybe, just maybe, maybe that's what I wanted to believe in. However, if that is the tone that they're going to set for the return of G4, it doesn't look good. Not at all. Now, I remember we spoke about this because when we brought this up, we were having a little fucking debate on this. I was actually legitimately saying, if this is the one and only time that Frost Curran brings this up,
Yeah, sure,
then
fine.
sure,
We can
okay,
ignore
she
and
made her
move on.
statement, then that's fine. As
You
long as
said
she
your
doesn't
piece, we listen to you.
exactly
Yeah.
like, and that was going to be it. And I'm like, that'd be cool. Okay, great. You set ground rules for how you want to conduct yourself on that on this channel, on this network. Great, awesome, no problem. I'm for that 100%. If it's going to be a weekly constant thing, or if it's going to be something that you're going to try to use as a crux for your position, or use in place of having a personality that's entertaining or engaging in the video gaming community, that's not gonna fucking fly.
Also, awfully bold of them to try to take some sort of high moral ground. Like a few years ago, their hosts weren't literally shoving hot dogs in their mouth. Bruh.
Jesus, man.
In the iconic...
Guys, it's meant to be geeky and fun, like we're supposed to be.
Also,
I'm over here like I literally tortured myself for 7 hours on one of my favorite video games for y'all's entertainment in order to try to get people to subscribe to the Ravens flock.
But no, Juan, because much like the folks who are subscribing to the NFTs bullshit, apparently G4 is not in the business of having fun.
Alas, not anymore.
Look, but we want there to be fun.
See, that's
we
the
want
problem.
there to be fun. Fun is allowed.
The point
we
is,
started without fun.
they
We
know
had
it.
some fun at the expense of Logan Paul earlier, and now we're trying to believe that we need to have fun. But fucking G4 is doing there's so much shit. No, okay, no. Here's the thing. For the record, it's not G4 as a whole.
No.
It's Frost Curran and this Adam Suzzler dude.
Yeah, that's it. That's so far the biggest problem.
And these
But
are the
they are
guys
the
who are
main-
the face of
they
your
are the
channel.
face. Do never...
Juan, please don't grab an object and hit yourself in the head again.
Do not forget.
Okay, that's it. I'm
Do not
intervening.
forget that the suits see your nostalgia as another charge to make on your bank account.
What?
No, do not trust nostalgia, because they know that is what we seek, and they will use it over and over again to take our money and give us nothing. It's happened before, and it will happen again. Do not trust any company that tries to bring something back and they try to sell it to you like they're bringing back the experiences that you wanted. Oh yeah, speaking of which, hilariously, you guys know how Kevin Smith's He-Man interpretation had 2 seasons and then just basically snuffed out of the public
It had a
consciousness?
second season.
Yeah, it
See?
did.
So get this. At the same time this was done, Netflix was working on a CG He-Man series. People remember and like that one a lot more because turns out it's really, really good. It has apparently one of the best incarnations of Skeletor ever.
I'll have to
But
check
we
that
had
out.
Mark Hamill voicing Skeletor in Kevin Smith's one.
Yeah, but Mark Hamill could not save that.
Despite how awesome he is.
He tried, but he just couldn't get those tomatoes.
Well, at least he was better than Frank Langella in Masters of the Universe.
Indeed. But yeah, let's put that aside. The point is, I would like to have our viewers tell us what do they think of the bold new direction the G4 is taking right now.
Let us
do
know
you
in the
plan
comments.
to still watch it? Do you plan to still see it? Or do you wish to simply ignore it? Or have you, like ourselves, found enough YouTube channels that cover video games that you no longer need
Like us.
the official
Yeah, absolutely.
channel?
Have you decided that you don't want to go the stupid route and actually subscribe to channels that are in the business of having fun? Like us?
By the way, you should subscribe to channels that are in the business of having fun.
Like us.
Like us.
And with
If you
that,
haven't already.
I have finished my section, and I need to get something to read, as my throat now hurts.
Yeah, no worries.
intensely.
Juancho, can you please help him with
I will get you a treat over here real quick. Let me
thank
read the comments over here. Amazing Gamer 111. They use nostalgia as a way to take money without effort. You mean like Nintendo? Hey-o! Except the alternate saying, you're
Damn,
welcome
he's
to
right, but he
Amazing
shouldn't
Gamer.
say it.
We gotta support
Dang.
each other in the community. Yep, exactly. Thank you for that, Steph. You see,
Yes.
in the intermittent 10 years since G4 left the airwaves, we built the community up ourselves here on the internet in terms of content creators and trying to give each other what these television network channels used to provide us.
Yes.
Boys.
To sum up everything that, and you know what, I think this statement that I'm about to say sums up pretty much everything. Yes, to piggyback off of Juan, yes, we've built this channel. We put the effort into building this channel, but at the same time, we do not lose sight of what's important. That we have fun, that we enjoy doing what we're doing.
We may disagree with our audience because our opinions are flawless and perfect and 100% correct. But I will never, ever disrespect you. Because if it wasn't for all of you, I would have no reason to be here.
Exactly.
I'm not hot enough to start an OnlyFans, so I kind of need you guys.
No, and and like I said, we have fun doing everything that we do, and we want to promote that sense of enjoyment, a sense of community with all the other nerds that are watching on the internet.
We want to thank everyone who tunes in. We want to thank all of you guys. Amazing Gamer and Steph on the chat tonight. You guys are having a little conversation of your own. That's just
That's
just
perfectly fine.
That's just a morsel of the type of connection that we're trying to bring to people. When we went back, came back to cons last month at Holiday Matsuri, among the chaos and among the cacophony of craziness, there was still the sense of community that we were trying to come back to and that we're trying to give each other on the internet and to share with everyone. That's when we made that highlight reel for everyone for Hallmat.
Absolutely, and it's right now our most viewed video on our channel, 308 views.
Indeed.
Yep. And we
I'm glad
appreciate
that we managed to bring a side to all those cosplayers who work hard every day to make their beautiful designs be seen at least once a year. If we manage to expand their sphere of influence, if only a little bit.
Like, no, I can't like I know we didn't even really bring this up properly, but like since the end of the year up to now, the way we just ballooned up, thanks to all of you subscribing to us, we ballooned up past 500 subscribers. We're literally halfway to our goal to 1,000 subscribers over here. We really want to thank each and every one of you for signing up, for joining us, for watching the Ravens Flock. If you just tune in for a few minutes and check us out, that's great. If you watch the whole stream every week, that's great too. And we really do appreciate that, and we appreciate everybody spreading the word here. I've got Amazing Gamer 111. It really is a lot of fun to unite on the web when something happens in the real world, to either praise or complain about it together as one. It feels like a real chat I'm having with someone next to me.
Yes,
Well,
and
it's
that's
easy.
supposed to be the sense of realism. It's supposed to be organic. It's supposed to be original. It's supposed to be compelling.
Of course, but the difference is that we are better than the average chat. Because you see, talking to a person They have the chance to be wrong, but we are never wrong. So you can take our word for it.
Dude, we're wrong sometimes.
Bullshit, prove it.
There were a couple.
That's right. You can't.
Okay, Angel. But nevertheless, yes, we do appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed to our channels. And as always, every single week, we will be producing exciting nerd content right here on this channel for your enjoyment. Whether it's discussing serious issues, whether it's video gaming, which we will get to, whether it's talking like pro wrestling for any wrestling nerds out there that enjoy the sport, that enjoy the entertainment of it.
Whether it's talking about conventions,
whether
whether
it's
it's talking about
cons or
cosplays
or anything,
the dramatic craziness of the community.
Yes, we work hard and do our best to put out these videos every week. Every week, we are always here with you guys.
We're not just here with you; we are here for you. We've been saying this since 2013, but I believe this year we ought to switch things up a little bit. It's not just that we are the Ravens flock;
You
are the Ravens flock.
And we appreciate you joining us, and we appreciate you coming along for the ride. Well, there's plenty more to come. We're not going to say the best is yet to come. No, every single day, every single time that we come on, it's a new experience.
Every
it's always
weekend that we
enjoyable.
survive in spite of all the forces trying to kill us, the best
True.
is still yet to come.
Seriously, Angel's over here choking on his aspirations.
For the record, it's not Rona. It's just a mild cold that has transformed into a rather nasty sore throat.
He'll
It'll
live.
pass.
He'll be fine.
Give me another week and I'll be right as rain.
We literally have like our avocado salads in a lemon, lime, and vinegar marinade
I
on
should
there.
do something
So
for
that
that.
should help for the throat somehow.
Hey.
So like legit, we couldn't.
You can
do
tell
this-
we're hungry.
We couldn't do this without you. We wouldn't have an audience to do this for without you folks, and we're thankful for all the discussions and all the little opinions and the little chats that we all have together. Because every single person coming on with a different statement, with a different perspective that we highlight here with you, you guys are just as important as us three assholes in front of a camera talking to the internet.
Absolutely.
We
Everything
don't
that
need a gigantic fancy set, although that would be nice.
That would be nice, but everything that we do, folks, here from day one, everything we do is all part of our main directive to make your voice
Our
mission. And that being said, I believe we are now out of time. That
Yes.
pretty much wraps up this week's edition, and we will be back next week on 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, January 23rd. Sorry,
Close enough.
You got any last words, Angel? Anything else you want to add?
No, at this point, I said my part. I am ever so happy to have our friends here listening to us.
Absolutely.
I'm ever happy to sit here in this place. I don't need a big studio because my love is compact.
Actually, no, Saturday, January 22nd. I had to double
By
check.
which I mean my heart is actually very small. I have no love left in me for anybody in the world.
Oh, come on, Angel. We all know the only person who has that small of a heart is the Grinch.
Yes, and he's dead now. You know
No.
why? Because a triple-sized heart gave him a horrible bypass problem and they couldn't do surgery at the time.
He literally just celebrated Christmas with all the Who's at the end.
And then he died of a heart attack.
Why would you do that? Well, I guess that would kind of happen if you're chowing down on green eggs and ham.
No, it's the second.
Ah.
Or rare Who roast beast.
Who wants the gizzard? I do. Too bad it's mine.
That's mine. Amazing Gamer clapping with us. Thanks again for talking, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Dude,
you very
for
much
real.
for joining us.
And
Wancho,
Steph, Alter Nerd, thank you for joining us too.
Of course.
Mwah, we love you. Mwah. If you haven't subscribed to Steph the Alter Nerd, what are you doing? Go ahead and check her out. Not like she needs our help,
Be
but
careful,
we do
though.
appreciate it.
She's British.
Dude.
oh, stop it.
A great and terrible danger lies within her soul. The powerful crunching of delicious biscuits and hot tea.
Wow.
Wow.
You just
I'm
antagonized
glad
him,
you
dude.
stopped there and you didn't go any further.
That's because I don't know anything else about Britain. It's a country that doesn't exist after all.
And I bless you for your ignorance. Juan, plug us away.
I'm trying to get out of this, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and plug us away because
Oh.
He's British too.
I'm British
I
too, I'm
knew
subbing.
it. Like indeed attracts like. Now we have two varieties of biscuits and tea.
God, thank goodness
Plug
Steph
us
knows
away
how to
before
take
Angel
this-
says something else.
Wait, before Angel starts an international incident with us.
What, the Queen is gonna come here and stomp my ass down?
Don't tempt them.
Oh, please, what's she gonna... Listen, unless I see her load that golden Wii into her rocket launcher and aim it at my house, then I'll be worried.
I don't want to invoke the wrath of the British Parliament, Angel.
She's gonna challenge
The
me
British
to a duel.
Crown. No, let's not do that.
The Queen will challenge you to a duel.
Oh,
no,
God.
she'll
No,
have a
she'll
chance.
challenge you because I'm throwing your ass under the bus. You're
One,
coming with me.
plug us for fuck's sake.
Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of the Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, and yours truly, Juan Arouse. Don't forget, we are here every Saturday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Simulcasting on Twitch and YouTube. Remember, during the live chat, to talk to us live, and we will read your comments off. We will recap we will recap all the best news and the weirdest news in geek culture, pop culture, video games, pro wrestling news, the world of cosplay and the convention scene. We want to thank you all very much for joining us on this week, and we invite you until next time to continue to follow us on. Where is it? Here it is. Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlock online, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online, and of course, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
Very nice. I gotta
Thank
say,
you. I've been practicing a lot.
yeah, your ninjutsu class was pretty cool too.
All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.